He stares out from the poster, his eyes cold, his expression vacant. Ladarrius Rhaheem Fantroy, a name now synonymous with terror, a face that haunts the nightmares of a nation. Fantroy, once an unknown drifter, now occupies a dreaded position, a prime suspect in a string of heinous crimes that have left a trail of blood and fear across the American South. His crimes? Too horrific, too brutal to ignore. His victims? Innocent lives shattered, families torn apart by unimaginable grief. Law enforcement agencies across multiple states are scrambling, working tirelessly to apprehend this dangerous individual. But he remains elusive, a ghost moving in the shadows. The hunt is on, and we, the public, must join in this desperate search for justice, for peace. For the safety of our communities, we must find Ladarrius Rhaheem Fantroy. June 2023. The stifling heat of a southern summer hung heavy over Conecuh County, Alabama. A place where life moved slowly, where neighbors knew each other, where violence seemed a distant echo. But that tranquility was about to be shattered. The bodies of a young couple, their identities still withheld out of respect for their grieving families, were discovered in their rural home. The scene was horrific. Signs of a struggle, evidence of a brutal, senseless attack. The community reeled in shock. Whispers of fear replaced friendly greetings. Who could have committed such a horrific act? The answer, it seemed, was about to emerge from the shadows. Days after the double homicide, panic gripped Conecuh County once more. This time, the victim was a child, 8-year-old. Name withheld, known for her infectious laughter and bright smile, vanished without a trace. Gone. Snatched from her backyard swing set in broad daylight. The community mobilized in a desperate search. Flyers with her sweet face plastered on telephone poles, storefronts, and car windows. Candlelight vigils illuminated the night, the flicker of hope battling against the growing dread. A name soon surfaced in connection with the little girl's disappearance: Ladarrius Rhaheem Fantroy. Witnesses placed a man matching his description in the vicinity of the abduction. Fear escalated to full-blown terror. A killer, it seemed, was on the loose. Section 4. Justice eludes Conecuh County warrants and a growing shadow. Conecuh County Sheriff's Department wasted no time. Arrest warrants were issued for Ladarrius Fantroy. He was now officially a wanted man. 2 counts of murder, kidnapping. The charges piled up, painting a grim picture of a man descending further into darkness. But Fantroy was gone, vanished. He was like a phantom, melting away into the vastness of the American landscape. Had he fled the state? The country? The questions gnawed at investigators, their frustration growing with each passing day. The manhunt intensified, crossing state lines, expanding to encompass multiple jurisdictions. The FBI joined the pursuit, lending their resources and expertise to the desperate search. Ladarrius Fantroy was no longer just a local menace. He was a national threat. Section 5. July's reign of terror, kidnapping, burglary, and unthinkable cruelty. Weeks melted into months. The trail went cold. Hope flickered, threatened to extinguish altogether. Then, in July 2023, a chilling new development shattered the fragile peace. A wave of violent crimes, each bearing the chilling hallmarks of Ladarrius Fantroy's modus operandi, erupted across neighboring states. A couple in rural Mississippi, bound, gagged, and tortured in their own home. Their young son, abducted, his whereabouts still unknown. A string of brazen burglaries, homes ransacked, valuables stolen. A chilling calling card left behind at each crime scene. Law enforcement agencies were left reeling. The audacity of the crimes, the escalation in violence, the geographical reach of Fantroy's spree. It was clear they were dealing with a dangerous predator, a man with no regard for human life. Section 6. A nation on edge. The desperate search for a most wanted fugitive. Ladarrius Rhaheem Fantroy's name was on everyone's lips. His face, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked beneath everyday life. Fear gripped the nation. The manhunt reached a fever pitch. Roadblocks were set up. Searches were conducted. Tips poured in from concerned citizens, each one meticulously investigated. The families of the victims waited, their grief compounded by uncertainty. Would justice ever be served? Section 7. Break the silence, your call can stop a monster. Ladarrius Rhaheem Fantroy is armed and dangerous. He is a threat to everyone. Any information can help. Please come forward. Your call could break this case wide open. Help us take this predator off the streets.